for suggestions and corrections because hindi naman po ako professional. I'm still a student and I'm doing all that I can to help fellow students like me, especially those who find a hard time dealing with math subjects or math lessons. So for those who are watching, if you find some mistakes with what I'm doing, be open to comment. Don't be afraid to correct me. I am open for it. I am open-minded. I won't get hurt, and I'll be thankful instead. Okay, let's go to ellipse. Let's proceed to the ellipse. It has a standard form, which is x minus h squared over a squared plus y minus k squared over b squared equal to 1, or y minus k squared over a squared plus x minus h squared over b squared equal to 1. Our ellipse looks like this. If we have the vertex here, or the center, we have two vertex. Center, focus, vertex, focus, vertex. Our ellipse should be like this. Right. Our focus is still inside the curve. We have co-vertex as well. Alright. What I always remember with the standard form of the ellipse, or when solving for the standard form, is that the denominator with the highest value is always the a. Our a should always take the denominator with the highest value, or with the greater value, not highest, with the greater value. Like for example, in here. And by the way, our ellipse, or the length of our ellipse, no. The length of A is the semi-major axis, which is in the x-axis, and RB is in semi-minor axis, which is in the y-axis. That means if A is under x, then the ellipse is in the semi-major axis. When it's semi-major axis, the vertex and the focus is at the x-axis. If it's in minor axis, it's the y-axis, then the vertex and the focus is at the y-axis. If it is the center, this is the focus, this is the vertex. That is what our ellipse looks like. It can be horizontal or vertical. It depends. But what I always remember is if our A is under X, then the ellipse is horizontal. It's the easiest way to remember things. If our A is under Y, then our ellipse is vertical, is in y-axis. Okay, proceed. So right here is to give the standard form of the ellipse with center at -2, 2. Okay. Origin. Ayan. Tipid ako sa graphing paper, guys, ha. Our center is at -2, 1, 2, -1, 2, and 2. This is the center. The vertex is at -2, 6, 1, 2, -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And one end of the minor axis is at 0, 2. Ayan, so minor axis is, nasa na yun? 0, 2. 0, 1, 2. By the way, the length of A, or A, is the distance of center to the vertices, and B is the distance from center to the co-vertices. Okay, let's start with the given. By the way, given that our center is here and the vertex is here, so the vertex in the center is on the y-axis, so I know that the ellipse is vertical, or it's in the semi-minor axis, and it takes the form which is y minus k squared over a squared. A is under y plus x minus h squared plus b squared is equal to 1. This would take the form y minus k squared plus I over a squared plus x minus h squared over b squared is equal to 1. It's because in the graph, the vertex in the center is on the y-axis, that is y. And if it's in the y-axis, the A should be under y. I did it because it's the easiest way to remember the orientation of the ellipse. Okay, so I have to find the distance between the vertex. I have to find A and B. I already have the center H and K, but I don't have the A and B, so I have to find the distance between the vertex and the center to the co-vertex, which is here, which is 0 and 0 and 2. Alright, so this is the distance from the center to vertex. So to find distance, that should be x squared minus x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Our x and y, so I'll use the coordinates of the center and the vertex here. Okay, so x sub 2, which is negative 2, minus x sub 1, negative 2 squared, plus y sub 2 is 6 minus y sub 1, which is 2 squared. That would give us the answer. Okay, negative 2. Wait. Okay, negative 2 plus, this would become plus, positive. Negative 2 plus 2, which is 0. Then, mawawala na yan. So, it will leave here, the 6 minus 2 squared. 6 minus 2 is 4 squared. So, A is equal to 4. Ayan. Sa tingin ko, nagkamali na naman ako. I think I have my answers wrong. A, which is 2. Okay, I'll just check it later. And B, which is the distance from the center to the one end of the minor axis, which is our co-vertex. So B is equal to square root of x sub 2, which is 0, minus negative 2 squared plus y sub 2, which is 2 minus 2, 0. That would leave us the value of positive 2 squared. So our B is equal to 2. Okay, I got my answer wrong on my activity paper. I'll correct it later on. Okay, I have my A and my B, and I have to use this form. So y minus k, let's substitute our hk. So our k is, this is our h and k, is 2 squared over a, which is 4. 4 squared plus x minus h, negative 2, squared over b, which is 2, is equal to 1. Final answer is y minus 2 squared over 16 plus x plus 2 squared over 4 is equal to 1. And that is our final answer. Look what I've done with my activity. It's wrong. I've got it wrong. Okay. I think I have to rewrite this one. This is A. This is B. Yes, this is B. Sorry. This is B. R A. A. Negative 2. Oh, okay. It should be plus. Positive 0. So A is equal to, wait, where did I go wrong? Right, A is equal to 4. A is, no, 4 squared, this is 16, is equal to 1. Alright. Next one is an ellipse with a major axis of length 22 and foci, which is 9 units above and below the center, which is 2, 4. So let's write the given. Our center HK is equal to 2, 4. 2 and 4. What else? Our foci, 9 units above and below. Okay, that is the foci is 9 units above and below the center. That is the focal distance. So that is C. C is equals to 9. C stands for the focal distance. So, as I've said earlier, A is the length of the major axis or the semi-major axis, and B is the length of the semi-minor axis. That would give us 2A is the length of the major axis and 2B is the length of the minor axis. And our major axis is length 22. So 2A is equal to 22 and A is equal to 11. Alright. Okay, so let's plot it in our graphing paper. It already says here that it is in the major axis because the length of the major axis is 22. Definitely, it's in major axis. It's horizontal. So let's say this is the origin. And our center is 2, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Our major axis is 22. Okay, our foci is 9 units above and below the center. That means it's in the left and in the right. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have our focus here and another focus here. That is 9 units above and below the center. But I won't be going that far because all I need is the center, the A and B, to have our standard form. And our standard form is A should be under X because it's in major axis. So x minus h squared over a squared plus y minus k squared plus b squared is equal to 1. I already have an a, but I don't have the b, but I can use c to solve for b. In an ellipse, look at my notes. Okay, where is it? Where is that note? Here it is. Okay, so here it is. It says that A is the distance from center to vertex, and B is the distance from center to co-vertex, and C is the distance from the center to focus. So A is longer than B and C. Using the Pythagorean theorem, if A is the longest side, let's say this is B and this is C, that means in Pythagorean theorem that is C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared when C is the hypotenuse, but in here the hypotenuse is A, so A squared is equal to C squared plus B squared. I will use that one to solve for B. Okay, so A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared, given that A is the longest side. I have to substitute this one. 11 squared plus B squared is equal to B squared, which is the unknown, plus 9 squared. 11 times 11, 121 is equal to B squared plus 81. Subtraction property of equality, subtract 81 to both sides. That would leave 121 minus 81. It's 40. It's equal to B squared. And square root of 40 is equal to B. Ta-da! So we'll have to substitute x minus h 2 squared over a, where is the a? 11 squared, plus y minus k squared over b squared is equal to 1. Final answer is x minus 2 squared per 121 plus y minus 4 squared over 40 is equal to 1. Remember when I said that A is always takes the denominator with greater value? Check out. 16 here is the one which has the greater value, and that is the square of 4, and 4 is our A. And here 121 is the one which has the greater value, and it's the square of 11, and 11 is our A. See? Now check out some of my work. Okay, here it's long. Find the standard form of equation of an ellipse with the following conditions. Focus at 3, 12, co-vertices -4, 8, and 10, 8. So if I plot it down in here, it says that the focus is at 3, 12. 3, 1, 2, no. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. That is the focus. Co-vertex is negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 10, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Looking at this, if this is the co-vertex and this is the focus, then our ellipse would be, okay, it's vertical. It's vertical. So it's in minor axis. A should be under y. So y minus k squared over a squared plus x minus h squared plus b squared is our equation. Using midpoint formula, we know that the center or midpoint of the co-vertices. You have to solve for the midpoint of this. And the answer is at 3, 8. That is the midpoint. And then b is the distance from center to co-vertices. We have the co-vertices. We already have the center. The center is the midpoint of the co-vertex. So solve for the distance b, which is equal to 7. This is the distance from the center to co-vertex. And we have c, which is the distance of center to focus. So solve for the distance. You already know that x sub 2 minus x sub 1 plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared both x and y. Then c is equal to 4 squared and c is equal to 4. I have p and I have c. Again, I have to use the Pythagorean theorem. A squared is equal to b squared plus c squared. Substitute the value. What value we have? We have the value of b and c. So a is our unknown. So 7 squared plus 4 squared is 65. So a is equal to square root of 65. You have to substitute the value or the coordinates of the center and b and a. So y minus k is 8. Here it is. Over a, which is 65 squared, okay, x minus h, which is 3, alright, over b, or b is 7, b squared, 7 squared is equal to 1. So y minus 8 is equal to the square root of 65, it's 65, plus square root of 7, it's 49, is equal to 1. The denominator with the greater value is 65, it's under y, it's vertical. Okay, I think I'm going too fast, but ganyan talaga ko. To those who have questions, suggestions, corrections, if you have something to suggest, what to cover next, what to content next, what lesson you want, or you want me to take a video, just comment under. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit like, please.